What's up, space pirates? This is your Admiral, the charmingly churlish Dr. Disaster. And the bad news for Hunter Schafer fans is that, of course, Hunter was not cast to play Zelda in the upcoming Legend of Zelda movie. However, I believe I have discovered the perfect role for this actor.
Jesus Christ!
Seriously, for all of you Hunter Schafer fans out there, I think this would be a good pivot. Those of us who opposed Hunter being cast as Zelda would be more than happy to lend our support to this cause, and this way we could make sure that Hunter Schafer still shows up in the Zelda movie. I mean, let's face it, this beats the shit out of the other pivot that I've seen floating around on social media where they think that Hunter should now be cast as Samus from Metroid.
Are you stupid or something?
The freakout from the Hunter Schafer fan club has reached the next level. The idea that they would suddenly try to land the role of Samus for Hunter is simultaneously sad and hilarious. But what is decidedly not hilarious is this here, where 8-Bit Eric showcases a post here that has gone viral where one of these deluded psychopaths has advocated for harm to come to Miyamoto over this casting decision.
Don't look at me. I think these people are completely nuts.
And now, a couple of other meltdowns have gone viral, including this post here from the r/Nintendo subreddit, where these stunning and brave soldiers take a stand against transphobia. The delusion in this post is off the charts, as I'm going to show you in a minute here, and we've got more of a freakout from Brianna Wu, the trans feminist and gaming tourist who just can't handle the fact that Hunter Schafer is not actually a popular choice for this role. There are two reasons I can think of as to why this will always be the case.
I can see your nuts. I thank you.
Alright, me hearties, make sure that you hit the like button on this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also, don't forget to follow me over on X, where my handle is Dr. Disaster1. I keep a list on there of games lousy with wokeness pinned to the account at all times for your reference. One more thing, I started uploading some content onto Rumble as well, so make sure that you follow Dr. Disaster on the platform too. But anyhow, let's take a look at some of the insanity from the people who just can't let it go with the Hunter Schafer casting. The hashtag #NotMyZelda has been picking up steam over the past day or so, as you can see here, and it's pretty damned funny if you ask me. I imagine it will end up being about as successful as the #NotMyPresident hashtag meltdowns that we've seen in the past. Maybe this time, if they wish upon the magical gay star, and if they tweet hard enough, maybe this time their prayers will be answered. Or maybe these people are completely deluded and need to learn how to take the L and move on. But let's take a look at what a few of these prominent idiots are saying. This post from r/Nintendo cracks me up because they're trying so hard to be serious, as if anyone outside of their little bubble takes anything they have to say seriously. But really, it's a tale best told in two parts. The top half of the post says, if you post a transphobic comment, you get banned. Period. There is no chance to appeal any bans for transphobic, homophobic, ableist, or racist comments on r/Nintendo. All bans for these are final and will also result in your Reddit account being reported to the administrators. Clearly nobody cares, though, about being banned from the r/Nintendo subreddit. The edits to this post are hilarious. Edit 1. The comments of this thread are being downvote brigaded and falsely reported currently. Downvote brigaded, you say? Not just downvoted because people don't agree with your views, but we have to add the qualifier brigaded because it makes you seem like victims. Yeah, it's almost as if your position of trying to astroturf support for Hunter Schafer into the Zelda role just isn't popular. It's almost as if this so-called stand against transphobia just isn't bringing in the accolades that you thought it would. Instead, even on woke-ass Reddit, it brought in mockery. And the thing is, for years, we tried engaging with these idiots honestly, but they wouldn't listen. And in fact, they revved up the cancel culture engine in response to honestly trying to engage with them. So now, mockery is what they get. And then, of course, after that it says, Edit 2, comments are now locked. These people simply can't exist in a world of free and open exchange of ideas because their skin is too thin. They cannot stand the mockery or the fact that their opinions have been utterly rejected by the culture at large. That is why this Brianna Wu post on X starts out this way. Brianna wrote, I'm going to leave the comments off except to people I follow, but I want to explain a bit more about the Hunter Schafer thing and my thinking. I've been playing Zelda literally since 1986 when it came out, and I feel very strongly that Zelda is at its best when it's a little surreal and weird. Gamers tend to agree with me. Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess are both beloved for a reason. These are both super bizarre games with unsettling art. Let me ask this though. If you're such a big Zelda fan, Brianna, then why did you misspell Majora's Mask? The U there is supposed to be an A. In all my years of discussing this game, I'm not sure that I've ever seen that word misspelled before. And it isn't a typo either. The U key is nowhere near the A key. And also, in response to this controversy about a trans person potentially playing Zelda, why are you trying to justify it by saying that Zelda, the games, are best when they are bizarre and unsettling? Is that some sort of an admission? But anyhow, Brianna continued, so, the idea of a trans woman playing Zelda to me genuinely fits the version of the universe I love best. Hunter as Zelda would be cool and weird and sexy and beautiful and a little surreal. Well, if you say so, but the public at large doesn't agree, and so here we are, and the conversation should be over. But carrying on, do I actually think Nintendo is going to hire her? Of course not. The Super Mario movie played it as safe as possible, and I'm sure this will too, but that's still the version I think would be most interesting. The deluge of comments yesterday were just flat out hateful and embarrassing. Oh, you mean comments like this, where people are calling for literal harm against someone else? But no, of course not. That isn't what this person means. These people are always pity farming all the time. Brianna goes on to say, it is astonishing to me just how much people feel as if it is socially acceptable to say the most degrading, awful things to trans women. Well, that's because the public no longer takes you seriously. We tried the normal conversations, and you folks started the cancel mob to silence us. You started getting people fired. Now that you have largely been defanged and dialogue has resumed, we no longer feel the need to play nice. Your views are a social contagion, and the best way to overcome social programming is through mockery. That is why this Hunter Schafer story even blew up in the first place, because it is cathartic for society at large to let this crowd know how soundly we have rejected your push into our culture. But I'm going to leave it there. Drop your mockery of the Hunter Schafer fan club into the comment section below, and we will talk there. Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your Admiral is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.